Good afternoon, everybody. W8NUD. Albany National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. tonight. Fulton County, Delaware, well, there's a whole list of them here, but suffice it to say, we are covered. Looking at radar, it's over at Little Falls right now, and it is nasty looking. It is nasty. It's heading our way. Batten down the hatches, keep your eye to the sky, keep your ear to the radio. W8NUD.
This is K2JJI. Anyone out there this afternoon? Over.
K2JJI, W8NUD. Are you mobile?
I'm on a little HT in the backyard right now, Scott. What's up, bub?
Looking nasty. Albany NWS issued a severe thunderstorm watch till 9 p.m. tonight. I'm watching radar. It's over by Little Falls right now. It's looking nasty. Like I told Don, I can't predict it like I did back in Michigan because these mountains and everything, I can watch this major storm come moving in and then, hey, guess what? Your deflector shield came up and it dissipated. Or on the other side, it crops up and it's huge. But just keep your eye to the sky and your ear to the radio.
Okay, Scott, we'll do. I gotta go mobile. I'm gonna be the granddaughter taxi service again. I gotta take her down to Amsterdam, so between I'll say 2:30, and I don't know how long at the moment. I'll find out more when I get to her. When I get over to her house at about 3. I'll let you know where I'm at, and if I can get back in, I will. Otherwise, I'll have to wait until I get back to the QTH. Over.
All right, Joe. Ain't not a problem. We can run it. That's not a big issue if we actually have to run it. Like I say, I'm looking at radar, and it's Little Falls right now. A lot of yellow, a lot of red. Looking at the lightning map, off to the west was terrible. Let me bring up the latest one. This storm seems to have a lot of lightning, a lot of electricity to it.
Well, that's what the weather report was saying. I had, so far on the news with the TV on, there's been no alert broadcast yet at all. I guess they'll wait until the storm gets closer. But I'll keep, that. And I got a weather radio. It's the NOAA National Weather Service. I'll be listening to that as well. So I'll let you know if I hear anything that's coming up that way. And, as soon as I get back into the radio contact area, I'll give you a hand as well. Over.
All right, Joe. Sounds good. And I appreciate everything you do. Looking at the lightning, still west of us, all that. And the bad part is a lot of the strikes are blocking out the names of the cities in that. Hamilton and west of Hamilton got hammered with lightning. South of that, what's it? Edmondson, Hardwick, Cooperstown, Norwich, they're getting some, not as bad, but that is tracking right directly for us. If you got extra antennas, unhook them. You don't need them. Save your radio. I'll be standby. W8NUD.
All right, Scotty, thanks. And I'll start pulling the antennas off now, and I'll talk to you later. KB2TJE, clear, 73.
Hi, Joe, 73. Let me check real quick, see if Gary's out there. K2JJI, W8NUD. K2JJI, W8NUD.
K2JJI.
Q, Jim. Good afternoon. I'm tracking it right now, heading your way. You got some lightning coming too. Pull any of them antennas you don't need.
And see the conversation you're having with Joe.
Hi, Roger. Thank you, Tammy, for the ID. Now, I've got, I don't know if you got the links that I do, the lightning one. I think you do. I think you posted them. And also the radar and all that. But this seems to be a really strong electrical type storm. A lot of lightning in this one.
I didn't check, but I will. I know it was coming this way. We just got back to the house.
Yep, I'm refreshing radar right now. And this is funny. The Intellicast radar, every time I refresh it, everything turns white. So it looks like there's snow coming. That would be fun. Everything's over. Herkimer County. It's just coming into Montgomery and Fulton. So we have about half an hour to an hour. Rain should be starting any time, but the yellow and the red, about a half hour to 45 minutes behind it.
Hey, we'll keep our eyes open and monitor everything. K2JJI.
All right, Jim, appreciate it. Thank you. W8NED.
Connected. WA2EZ.
Good afternoon, Don. W8NED.
Hey, good afternoon, Scott. Just checking in from the bunker here in K2JJI, looking at your map you sent me, and it's looking kind of electrifying out there.
Yeah, that was my point too. Jim was out here, JJQ. Joe might be on portable right now or mobile. I'm not calling up a net or anything like that. We got thunderstorm watch out till 9 p.m. tonight. If it hits, we still have another half hour, 45 minutes for it hits. But yeah, that's exactly what I noticed. It's a whole lot of lightning in this one.
No, the regular weather map looks like it's moving pretty fast too. You got high winds out there?
I was out there about 10 minutes ago, and no, I didn't even have a breeze. It could have changed in 5 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever, but no, no winds, no nothing. It was thick. The air was thick is the easiest way to say it.
Okay, I'm going to button things up here. I'll catch you on Cherry Valley in about 5 minutes and work my way towards Gloversville, Johnstown. And then I can move over to this frequency. Catch you in a few minutes. WA2EZ Echo Link.
All right, Don. Talk to you in a little bit. Just an update. Little Falls, just about to Little Falls. So a little one cropped up in Amsterdam. Wow, they might have heard some thunder. Talk to you in a bit. W8NED.
WA2EZ disconnected.
WA2EZ mobile.
Oh, sure. Just as I was getting ready to walk out for a smoke. W8NED.
Good, I saved your life.
You took one nail out that wasn't going into the coffin. That's all right. I got the HT here.
It's very hot and humid and just kind of not much air movement, so it's going to let loose here pretty quick.
The time is 2:29 p.m. Today is Friday, June 30th.
Hey, because you were asking about high winds or anything like that. No, there's no high winds. It's just humidity's there and...
Join us every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for our emergency net. K2JJI.
Papers.
Now, I got part of that. I was on the dual receive, and Tammy decided that you didn't need to talk. She was more important. But, okay, I heard you're going to swing by and drop off papers. Excellent.
Facing the west here, it looks pretty bad over there.
Yeah, my niece. No, I hope I'm making it. Yeah, looking at radar, it's coming. And it's weird. There was one cropped up over Amsterdam. I don't know if they got it or what, but that's what amazes me with the weather out here. These popcorn ones come up. I'm not used to this. I normally can track it, but these popcorn ones get me. Stand by. I got some traffic in here. I'll get right back to you. W8NUD. All stations. W8NUD. Tracking the storm. I'm over on Cherry Valley with Don W82Z. He's mobile. It's just getting into our area. It's definitely into Fulton County, Montgomery County, and it's looking nasty. There's a lot of electricity with it, a lot of lightning strikes, so extra antennas, pull the plug, unhook them, all that good stuff. W8NUD.
KC4QLP in Utica, New York, watching the storm as it goes through. There's a lot of rain associated with the system, too, so watch out for ponding on the roadways and disconnecting everything. This time of the year is pretty common sense anyway. KC4QLP.
Hey, good afternoon, Bob. Don said he's on Echolink, or it's linked on his phone. He said you were on here. I gave you a call a little while ago. Good to hear you out there, and you're correct. The ponding and all that is definitely an issue, but this one moving in has got a lot of electricity to it.
Then I know, because it's already passed through here, but there's a lot of rain with this as well. But it'll pass through in no time. It's a pretty quick mover, so it's batten down the hatches and hang tight. And yeah, I hear you over on 350. I'm monitoring the web stream on the Gloversville Club's website there. And didn't hear you call earlier because I was dealing with some issues here at the radio station. So anyway, I will be here and monitoring for as long as I can. KC4QLP.
All right, sounds good. I'm going to switch back over to Cherry Valley. Don was getting gas. But this one is my secondary. I do have it up. And if we have to bring up a Skywarn net, I'll be net control, and we'll bring it up on this frequency. So thank you for the update, and pass on anything you get from your section there. 73's W8NUD.
WA2EZ mobile.
He said the storm passed him, and a lot of water. I was talking to the electricity, but he said there's a lot of water. Watch for puddling and all that.
Okay, I'm sitting at the traffic light down here at the bottom of the hill in Fonda, and as soon as it goes green, the big truck's gonna run over me. He was hustling to make this green light, I'll tell you, green arrow. Big truck coming at you at high speed, it makes you a little nervous.
Oh yeah, get out of their way. I know I drove a lumber truck there for quite a bit, 20-footer, 22-footer, and I pushed it quite a bit too. That's why I jumped over to try and make a quick announcement there. Storm is definitely into Montgomery and Fulton County. It's covering half the county right now. Just getting into Gloversville as far as the rain. The yellow and red is just getting into the west side of the county, but it's coming.
Now you gave away your umbrella, so you might get wet me giving you these papers, but maybe bring a Walmart bag or something so these don't get wet.
Yeah, really? Hey, you know my secret entrance to my lair? I'll make you come in the house. No, I'll find something to cover up with.
Be a shotgun on the other end of that secret door. I don't want to open up that door. I'm afraid.
You must have looked to the left when you came in the door, leaning up on the left side. I'm not going to say shotgun, but there is a rifle there, just in case. We take out the tree rats with them.
Notice that. Maybe that's subconsciously why I said that. I don't want to open that door unless you know I'm coming. Well, maybe if you know I'm coming, it's worse.
Hey, let me tell you, one of our favorite persons has done that. Come walking right down, and the other door was locked going into the room there. And we all know who we're talking about, the bull in the china shop. But no, I have not taken a shot. If you go in there and you have a high-pitched voice and say, "Me love you long time," the door will open right up for you. It's key to those tones.
Let's get a recording of a couple of scenes from Full Metal Jacket for you.
You know what? That brings back some memories, too. And hopefully this isn't inappropriate, but make sure she says, "No, tubuku, tubuku."
I'm not touching that one. WA2EZ, just coming up to the top of the hill at a Fonda, and I've got light rain coming down. Looking for wind, not seeing any high winds. It looked like it was moving pretty fast on the radar. Maybe it was just the way the radar was playing.
No, it's moving fast. It really is. And I gotta tell you, the yellow and the red, dissipating and building, different areas, different. It's really unpredictable what it's doing, but it is moving fast. The rain you should be getting rain right now. The edge of the rain is the Gloversville. All right, Don, yeah, I'm going to grab the HT. I want to go out and see what's going on as far as wind speed and all that kind of stuff. Gary will update us on that. And don't even on the coax. Don't even. Joe's got enough hardline over there to run from my house to your house. The expense will be the connectors, but there's at least 6 spools of hardline. Go ahead, Gary, pick it up. W8NUD. No, we're switching to Tryon. Catch you over on Tryon. W8NUD.
82, moving to Tryon.
I just turned the volume down. We're not going to bring up a net right away.
The station telling you
that it is going to rain. I got to put my glasses on and turn on the light.
Midway right now.
It is raining here in Johnstown anyway.
The barometer is dropping like a rock. There's no wind. 81 degrees. Dew point is 71.
So I'll be running portable power here, over.
Good time to let the kitties and puppies back in the house. They're going to get wet.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. We went out. I had made a new nozzle for the pump in the pond, and we went out and changed that real quick. And there was a couple sprinkles. And then I've been trying to find something to clean the pontoons on my boat. And I can tell you now, I know what works, but I know about 4 things that didn't work that I tried.
That's Scott.
Roger, just talking to Jim. Severe to, or moderate to severe rain down there in Montgomery County. A few lightning strikes. He's going to be monitoring Cherry Valley. He disconnected all the antennas. He's on HT. And just to let you guys know, I'm watching the radar. When this one passes, there's another one over at Syracuse and a little bit east of Syracuse. It's building. So we're going to have a second wave. Once this one passes, we got another one half an hour to an hour behind it.
I think I saw Fulton go out. The weather warning went till maybe 9 p.m. Is that what it was?
Yeah, Roger, it's a severe thunderstorm watch till 9 p.m. tonight. Trying to bring it up. Spotter activation will likely be needed. It's till 9 p.m. They have not upgraded to a warning yet, but judging by some of this yellow and red, they should.
Well, so far I can report that it's just a light rain all the way up from Fonda to, I'm just about to the new Walmart location.
W8NUD. Thank you, Tandy, for IDing yourself. New Walmart location? Maybe you know something I don't know about. Or are you talking about the old Walmart by where they were going to build it at my house? 9 p.m., severe thunderstorm watch number 385. And there's about 18 counties included in that.
Way too easy. Yeah, the new Walmart is South Kingsborough for me. That's new to me. Yeah, the old one was up there where Runnings was. I don't know if you were here. I don't know if you were here when that used to be up there. And I think I saw a flash of lightning, so it should probably pick up here with intensity. I see the winds picking up.
I just heard thunder from, I think, from the Johnstown way. Sounded like it was down there.
Yeah, I was just out there, and there was thunder. Definitely thunder. I'm looking at the real-time lightning strikes. I think I sent you that one, Don. This is a fun one to watch. Not a whole lot of our area yet. Canada area's getting hit. Dogville, I don't know what you call that. They're getting hit northeast of there. So it's coming our way. Looks like a lot of the lightning is dissipating, so hopefully it's not going to be as bad as what it was over the last hour.
KC2QCX.
Dolgeville. Go ahead, Scott. W8 too easy.
Just a quickie on the info. Johnstown, it's raining, light rain. Thunder, a little bit. Nothing spectacular on the thunder. You hear a little bit of rumble here and there. No lightning whatsoever. Nothing there that I've seen yet or anything that resembles it. And it's real light rain. Just FYI.
And the light rain.
There's light rain out there. I'll step back out in a minute, double check it. It was starting to get a little dark, and radar's showing it's moving, so we'll play it by ear. I haven't heard anything other than the watch. I haven't heard from Albany, so let's just sit back and enjoy it.
Be optimistic. It'll go right up the valley, and you won't even get hit.
Oh, I like thunderstorms. I want it to come my way.
Me both, man. I love them. I love a good thunder and lightning storm. As long as all my antennas are inside, I ain't worried about it.
God needs you to go out and get a report with your 20-foot HT antenna.
I've got a couple of aluminum poles here. I was going to go ahead and tie the copper rod at the top of it to go out there and check. Will that suffice?
You're grabbing that 6-foot ground rod and the cable on that when you do that. Just be sure.
I think he was giving it to you, QCX.
Yes, I was. And ground rod? We don't need no stinking ground rod. We'll just tie that to you and go out there and give me a report. Over.
The ground rod's for. We'll make sure it goes right straight through. We just don't want to hit it and glance off. That ain't no fun.
UD, be aware I am turning onto Steel Avenue.
Steel Avenue. I have no idea where that is, but you must be close to my house. Let me get some shoes on, and I'll walk out there and wade through the sprinkles. Gary, pick it up. W8NUD.
You two would stop over here and bring a Brillo pad or something and some rubber gloves, and we could finish my boat. That ought to be good in a lightning storm.
1080.
Chatting.
Yeah, I just let Don know I'm outside. It's, nasty. A little sprinkle and all that, but I'm under the eave. How close? W8NED.
The traffic light in second half.
Be careful you don't rough.
To the back. I got a dry spot under the overhang here. One of the only dry spots.
If you get struck by lightning, do I get your cat?
Well, you know what, Gary? I would say yes, but you're going to have to fight the daughter-in-law on that.
Okay.
The radios, at least we got a shot at that, because you ain't getting the cat.
WA2EZ Mobile.
And W8NED is back inside. Dry.
Couple of good boomers there as you were walking in the house.
There was. I was going to mention that. I know when I was out there, I seen a little bit of light in the air, but I didn't hear the boomer. But by the time I got to the door, you bet.
SUV pulling a pontoon boat clearly just went through a red light here down by Burger King. Because it was green on our side.
Yeah, you know, I have a problem with the lights, especially the one at East and 2nd. I watch some people blow through that constantly, and when I'm walking the little one to school, it drives me nuts. And they had a grant a couple of months ago with Gloversville Police, and they picked up patrol. And I've talked to them, and yes, they're watching, but I understand blowing through yellow. Red means stop, green means go, yellow means go very, very fast. But when it's clearly red and you blow through it, it drives me nuts.
Problem I have with the pontoon boat here is he's got a lot of weight, and you hit something, you're going to do a lot of damage.
Well, and see, if you know you're pulling something like that, a trailer, a boat, a mobile home, trust me, I did that for years, you slow down. You realize, hey, there's a light coming up 100 yards from me. Let's go ahead and back it down a little bit just in case it changes so that I can stop. Not, let's pound it, and I don't care if it changes or not, I'll go through it. Yeah, I'm trying to close some of these windows. I got 8 different windows up on the screen here. And that way I can check temperatures and stuff like that. It was cooler. When I stepped outside, it was definitely cooler.
When you said you closed the windows, I thought the rain might be coming in. It's a different kind of window.
I got you, yep. Well, judging by this radar, yeah. Rain is coming in. Oh, hiccup. Son of a gun. Looking at radar, the yellow and the orange is in Gloversville, and it's breaking up. Trying to look farther north for you. Northville might get some boomers.
I'm hoping so. The guy selling fireworks better close his tent up. He's going to get wet.
Just light a few off to keep him warm and dry. Yeah, I love the boomers myself. I love a good thunderstorm. Always have. Zooming in a whole lot, and yeah, you're going to get some bangs. But while you're getting down here, it's actually breaking up. There's some red behind it, so I'm not saying it's over, but it don't look good.
I'm hoping so. The guy selling fireworks better close his tent up. He's going to get wet.
Just light a few off to keep him warm and dry. Yeah, I love the boomers myself. I love a good thunderstorm. Always have. Zooming in a whole lot, and yeah, you're going to get some bangs. But while you're getting down here, it's actually breaking up. There's some red behind it, so I'm not saying it's over, but it don't look bad.
Okay, too easy. Let's switch to Cherry Valley because I'm going to lose this one here.
Roger, yep, I haven't heard any traffic on there, so I'll jump right over there with you. And the secondary storm, I can see that one. That was a building. W8NED, QSY Cherry Valley. K2JJI W8NED.
KB2RSK, go ahead.
Oh, good afternoon, Jim. I was calling down W8EZ. We're switching over from Tryon, but I'll go ahead and give you an update. What I'm looking at radar right now is moving through Gloversville and north of us. There's going to be some boomers here and there. Secondary storm is over by Syracuse right now, and it's building in intensity. Not to say it isn't going to dissipate by the time it gets here, but we do have a second wave coming our way.
KB2RSK. Yeah, we went through probably a 15 minute of heavy rain. It tapered off to mild to light rain at the moment. There's some breaks in the clouds, and it looks like there's potential for some breakup in the clouds as we're moving forward. I don't see too much from the west yet. Over.
Yeah, it's still coming. We had some rain, moderate rain here. I wasn't out there the whole time, but everybody was reporting moderate rain, nothing terrible. And most of this is breaking up. There was lightning, there was thunder. I tell you what, the electrical did dissipate from what I was tracking before. Terrible lightning earlier. But as I said, there's a second one forming. And it's over at Syracuse right now, building. Not to say it won't dissipate, but it is building at this time, heading our way. So another hour and a half. See if Don made it in there. W8EZ, W8NED.
W8EZ, and good afternoon to Jim. Still just moderate rain going north out of Mayfield. But according to that alert I got at your driveway, should be hitting Mayfield here pretty hard in a little bit. You don't see anything like coming farther north of Gloversville that would hit Mayfield, not hit Gloversville?
Well, looking at it, it's, I don't want to say doing a comma. It's doing a C as far as the yellow and the orange and the red. It's kind of doing a C. Mayfield's going to get hit. But you're going to get the same thing Gloversville did. And I'm surprised looking at radar that we didn't get hit harder than we did. So you might get some.
I should have stopped, got a coffee, and fallen asleep.
You always need coffee. That's just you. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Time is 3:30 p.m. Today is Friday, June 30th.
What you're getting right now is what you're going to get. It's yellow, it's red, it's orange. You should be hearing a lot more lightning and thunder and all that.
Join us every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for our emergency net. K2JJI.
Get out.
Oh, I hope so. That would work out good. I got a feeling she'd hold it for you, maybe even walk you to the house, but when she folded it up, she'd probably beat you over the head with it.
Hold on, Scott. I got the boss just called me. W8EZ.
W8NED. See if Jim's still out there. RSK, W8NED.
KB2RSK portable, go ahead.
All right, Jim, I don't want to run your battery down, so if you want to just monitor and all that. Don's busy with his woman there, and I think she's going to beat him over the head with his umbrella. But I was just going to update you. As far as what I'm looking at on the radar, what you're getting right now is the worst of it so far. Second wave is coming another hour and a half away.
Like I said, right now it's actually breaking up, so the hard rain went through about 20 minutes ago. Right now it's just sprinkling, but if there's something behind that, I'm not seeing that in the clouds at the moment, but it's probably behind me up towards Utica or that way over.
Yeah, it's definitely farther out west. There's an actual break. I mean, absolutely no green, no nothing, a break in the action. And then it's building up over by Syracuse, Utica, that area. So, yeah, we're going to have a nice little lull in the area, and then all of a sudden here it comes again.
Yeah, if W8EZ comes back on, if you could relay for me during the weekend, holiday weekend, because see if anybody wants to experiment with that C4FM on Trion's repeater. Let me know if any of the guys are going to be around. I can try to pump it through over.
Okay, I paused there just in case he was done with the phone. I will let him know. The C4FM playing on Gloversville or on the Trion repeater. Yes. I can't speak for him or the club, but I will say, from my opinion, you bet. Bring it up, test it, get some other people out there, try and do it, and do what we need to. Let's get it working.
I'll try to copy that. So, yeah, right now it's actually stopped raining, and the sun is actually breaking through the clouds. So, we'll stand by and wait for the second round. K2RSK portable.
All right, Jim, sounds good. Fill that HT on the charger. Get it charged up. You got an hour and a half. Get a little extra battery juice in case you need it. I'll be standing by. I might be over at portable, but I'll be on the air. 73s, I'll hope to be on the net tonight at 7. We'll see. I'm hearing a lot of lightning strikes both on this repeater over on Tryon and my HF right now. I'm getting 20 over, 30 over on the meter every now and then, so there's some serious lightning strikes. But I'll be standing by. W8NED.
Also, don't forget, Scott, at 0000. If you're around, we can do that switch over on the software over.
Oh, let me check. That's tonight. No, that's tomorrow. This Thursday today, isn't it? Tomorrow's the 30th. So we gotta do that tomorrow night.
Tonight. Roger.
Thank you for reminding me, though. I did not even realize that. I knew the end of the month was coming up, but yeah, tomorrow at all 4 zeros, which is, 5 hours from now? So 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever. Yes, get with me tomorrow, and I'll get you on TeamSpeak or on the VHF Mars repeater, and we'll both go through it. If you get a chance tonight or tomorrow, back everything up. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Back everything up.
I won't hit the execute button until we're ready to go. K2RSK portable out.
Hi, Jim. Talk to you in a bit. Which, by the way, I've seen an ad online today for a 4 terabyte thumb drive. I want one. Talk to you in a bit. W8NED. W8NED. For an update on the weather. Still, we got thunderstorm watch in effect till 9 p.m. This one is moving through There is one coming up behind it, a half an hour to an hour behind it. So be ready for second wave. A lot of lightning. Tracking the lightning right now. A lot of lightning. W8NUD. All stations, this is W8NUD. Unbelievable. I stepped outside. I've got flooding. Major flooding down our road. I did not realize we had this much water. Tree down in the backyard. Be ready for the second wave. W8NUD, Claire.
W8NUD, K2JJI.
Gary, you're weak readable, but go right ahead.
I'm on the front porch on a handheld.
Roger, I gotta call Albany right now. I've got East Boulevard is flooded. We've got a river running through here. This is unbelievable. I've been outside 4 or 5 times with just sprinkles, I thought. No, we have flooding.
Okay, I was watching the wind meter, and 19-mile-an-hour gusts is the highest that I've had so far.
All right, I'll report 19-mile-an-hour measured gust. I got to clear with you and make my phone call. W8NUD.
K2JJI clear.
Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie.
K2JJI DC, W8NUD. Yeah, weak readable getting in there, but go right ahead.
Yeah, hey, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm on the front porch on my portable. So, 107 over here, this part of Broadhaven, there's wires and trees down. There's no power. So that's what we're doing over here, man.
Okay, everything called in, or do you need a relay?
They already know about the power lines down and stuff like that. So everything's good there. Just letting you guys know that 107 power and trees are down, like I say. It's raining pretty good, but it seems like the big part of the storm is past now.
Well, just so you know, you got a second wave coming in. I haven't looked at radar. I've been outside trying to clean up a mess out here, but there is a second wave coming in, about a half hour behind this one. Amazingly, I thought we just had sprinkles and a little bit of thunder and all that stuff. I went out front. East Boulevard, all the way from Fulton down to 5th Avenue, I didn't go any farther than that, is a river. 8 to 12 inches of water, free-flowing, horribly fast. I got the car off the street and all that. And I've got a tree branch down, about a 6-inch tree branch in the backyard that's maple. Here's the funny part. My trees in the backyard are pines.
Oh, that does create a problem. Wonder where that came from, huh?
That's exactly what I was saying. I went out there for a smoke, and it's been just a light rain, maybe a heavy rain. And I walked out there, and I went, oh, there's a tree branch down. And I looked, it's maple. And I've got all pine trees. I don't know where it came from. There were no strong winds, anything like that. Gary's out here, K2JJI. He measured gusts of 19 miles an hour. So, I don't know.
Well, that's weird. It's a little microburst or something like that. But, yeah, that is weird.
Hey, my VHF antenna's still up. That's all that matters. All right, I am going to go out and get a couple of pictures. I'll take the HT with me, but if you need to report anything, give me a call. We don't have a net up or anything like that. We'll see what happens with this second storm. Stay safe. W8NUD.
Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie, I am clear. Yes, Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie. I am running my generator here, so we're on emergency power over here at 107. If the road's closed off, trees down, and power lines down too. So that's all. If you can avoid the area, no big major disasters other than power trucks in the way and roads shut down. So Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie, I am listening.
Well, good evening, Paul. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it. And I've seen it on Facebook, too. Good job letting us know what's going on. Hey, East Boulevard here in Gloversville flooded. Enough where traffic stopped, couldn't get through. I had 12 inches of rushing water going through. It dry as a bone now. I got blue skies. I got a maple tree branch out in the backyard that I have no idea where it came from. I'm trying to figure that one out.
Oh, well, some of the major, well, we learned in that class that we had there that most people in something like this, they die from drowning. So just keep in mind there are people walking around in the streets and stuff there. Those storms have a habit of pushing those manhole drains and stuff right up and out. So you drop down in one of those things, your chances of getting out against that current ain't very good. So wouldn't walk around on the street too much.
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to think of the phrase that, and it's passing me up right now, about don't cross it if you see the water rushing. You'll throw it to me, I know. I went out there and I moved the car. I got into it from the grass because the water was actually up on the grass. And like I said, we had 12-inch deep water rushing through there, and it was rushing. We got a great sewer system here. We've got every 50 feet, we have drainage sewers, but they could not keep up. And the bad part was I didn't see the downpour. I did not see all the rain coming down to cause it.
Well, that's the bad part there, when people don't think about those drain pipes, those culvert pipes or whatever you want to call it there, the manholes. They disappear, and somebody's walking along the street like they always do, or their car goes through there and they drop a wheel down in one of those things, and yeah, that causes some problems.
2 cents, K2JJI.
I'm not going to give you 2 cents. I'll give you I was going to say a nickel, but that's more. I'll give you half a penny in a second there, QCX. Got to have some fun. All right, Paul, I'm going to cut you loose. Throw it over to QCX. I got to go out. I got to get some pictures of this break point on this branch. Me and Mike are talking about it because I'm thinking we had a microburst come through here. Every single tree for this whole block is fine, but this branch is laying in my backyard. That was not dead, not weak, no nothing. So I got to figure out what's going on. 73 to you, W8NED, over to QCX with this. I'll give you a quarter of a penny. Go ahead.
A quarter of an opinion. The line you're looking for is turn around, don't drown.
That is the one. Thank you. All right, I'll upgrade you. I'll give you your 2 cents. You gave me 2 cents worth. Thank you.
Agree with Paul. Like he said, you can't see those manhole covers, and if the water pressure's up enough, it takes them right out. And then all of a sudden, boom, you're down in it. Goodbye.
Well, ours are, the manhole covers, and I understand that too, but our drainage for here in Gloversville, at least my street or our neighboring streets, they're on the side of the road, and they're, 3 foot by 2 foot grates on the edge of the road. And that would be the west side of the road. No water, nothing. The east side of the road, center to the east side, 12 inches, full rushing water, full rushing. If I would have stepped in it, it probably would have taken me off my feet.
Only because the sewer drains can't handle that amount of water from wherever it's coming from, and that's what it amounts to. And yes, I lived in Glover, so I know the exact grates you're talking about, little square jobs.
Well, they're not little. They're big. I mean, 3 foot by, a foot and a half, whatever. And they could not handle it. And it's not like they were clogged or anything like that. And it was running down. I think 5th Avenue probably flooded right out. I didn't walk down there. But, all right, I'm going to turn you loose. I got to go and get a picture of this branch because people aren't believing me that it wasn't dead or anything. It's got leaves on it and seeds and everything else. And I'm trying to figure out where the heck it came from because I got all pine trees in my backyard. W8NED, I'll be clear.
KC4, QLP.
Hi, Bob. I was walking out the door, but I heard you. Go right ahead. I'll give you 30 seconds. How's that?
Okay, well, it looks like more rough weather is headed your direction here in a little bit. There's got an EAS activation over here in Oneida County. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located near Verona and near Oneida, moving east at 30 miles an hour. So it's not over yet. Keep your eyes to the sky. KC4QLP.
All right, Bob, I appreciate that. I threw that out that we weren't done with it. There was definitely a second wave coming, half an hour to 45 minutes behind this one. I did not realize tornadic activity. I'm still showing just thunderstorm watch. They haven't even upgraded to thunderstorm warning. Oh, but they did do the flood advisory. Thank you, Albany. I guess my call did help.
Well, sometimes it takes them a little bit to realize what these storms are doing. So, yeah, this just came out just a little while ago, almost 10 minutes ago. Tornado warning for west central Oneida County till 5:15. Doesn't mean that one's been spotted, but radar has indicated rotation, so keep an eye on this one. And so, take your pictures and then get back inside and keep an eye on what's going on. KC4QLP.
All right, Bob, appreciate that. And, yep, we all went through our Skywarn training and all that. It's a lot different out here in New York from what I did in Michigan because we had a lot more tornado watches, warnings, and on the ground and rotation. And so this out here doesn't even bother me a bit. But please feel free, upgrade us or update us. Update us. Pass on any information you got from down that way. 73, thank you again. W8NED.
Not a problem. I will be in and out. So if I hear of anything different, I'll pop back in here. KC4QLP.
K2JJI, W8NED. No, station W8NED.
W8NED, KB2RSK for Echo Link, over.
Hey there, Jim. Hey, go right ahead, W8NED. I'm back inside. I can give you an update on this tree branch.
Echo right ahead. QLP is looking at some information at his station through the radio station, so he may come back on here in a few. Go ahead with your tree or limb update, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, if he's got information, break in and let us know. I was trying to figure this out because mostly I got pines. I do have a maple out back, all right, which is where it came from. I found out where. There is another branch hanging up in the middle of this tree, still dangling. It'll probably come down in the next day or two. I got pictures of where it broke off down here. Healthy as anything. Leaves, seeds, everything. The break point is white, liquidy, everything. But a lot of burn marks around it.
Did you say burn as in Bravo, Uniform, Romeo, Nancy?
Roger, Roger. We took a lightning strike. Never heard the boom, never seen the light, nothing. But this is the center, the very center of about an 80 to 100 foot maple tree in the backyard that came down. And it's burnt down where it broke or came off, and another branch is still up in there, but never heard it.
Wow, that's interesting. Must have been a strike of lightning or something, but you would think that you would have heard some rumbling after the effect. But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I got a picture or two of the burn mark on it. I'll see if I can get that posted. We had lightning hit the house next door last year, and when it hit, trust me, I was in the kitchen, 30 feet away, and it shook the house. Everybody freaked, panicked. It was loud. I don't know what happened here. I can't explain it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the past radar that went through, and there was quite a bit of red and yellow cells that were composited all over the place, so, it's quite likely you may have gotten right in the center of one of them cells. Like I said, they're not very big cells, but there's, like 15 or 20 clusters of them on the past radar screen, and I'm trying to zoom in to see if there's a possibility you may have been right in the middle of one of those red clusters. Over.
Extremely possible. And I don't know if you got the link or not. I'll have to send that one to you. But I've got real-time lightning. It updates constantly. And I was tracking quite a bit of that over by Syracuse and moving up through. That's why I was saying, be ready for it. We're going to have some electricity. And Gloversville did get hit with a lot of lightning. But I cannot explain why we didn't hear the boom or anything like that. Like I said, last year, the house next door got hit. Its chimney and the metal roof, it got hit. It shook our kitchen. It freaked us out. I didn't hear a single thing out here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the most current from the Weather Channel radar, and it's just going through Utica now. There's a real long tail to the south of Utica. If you're looking at the same radar, that thing is got quite a tail from north and south to it, heading east. And that's got a lot of red distinction to it. Over.
Yeah, I'm up on, I think it's in telecast where I'm looking at, and I'm watching the strong one there. It goes all the way up into Canada, stretching down, but if you're seeing the same one down by Oneana, down to Bingham, it's almost like a secondary storm springing off of this one, which will definitely go south of us. It's going to be south of Albany and down that way. Thank God. But, yeah, there's a lot of red, yellow, orange up there by Rome, Utica right now.
Yeah, what do you estimate that limb to be? How many inches round and how long is it? And thank God it wasn't anywhere as close to any structural to where it could have caused a lot of damage. Over.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. I could have taken out my G5RV again. It fell out in the center of the backyard. Overall length is 25 to 30 feet easily. It took all I could do to get the bottom of it moved out to the center of the yard so I could get pictures of it. Circumference around, probably 8 inch around.
Yeah, like you say, sometimes we anticipate the sound and the effects during a strike like that, and if you don't hear it at all, that's similar to the tornado that went through Little Falls back in early 60s. We had huge maple and elm trees in the park that were actually uplifted from their roots and just laid across the park. I mean, I'm talking 30, 40-inch round trees that were just literally bent over and ripped right out of the ground. And my father and I were down in our cellar working on some kitchen cabinets, and we could hear some of the rumbling of some of the thunder, but we did not anticipate the amount of damage that this thing did, I mean, you know, once we got up in the kitchen to look around and see what damage there was from outside, nothing on our street was hit at all, but if you go like a block and a half down the road, all these trees were just, it was like Bigfoot just went through and just tipped them over. They were pretty good-sized trees, too.
Oh, yeah, W8NED anyway. Yeah, that's the thing with, like, tornadoes, how selective they are. They'll skip over 2 houses, hit the next 4, leave that one okay, hit the next 5. Just the way they do it. The one back in Michigan, the Beecher tornado, they call it, and a lot of deaths, a lot of damage. That was in the 50s when that one came through. And somebody posted that month or so ago, because that was major headlines. And I wasn't alive for that, so I don't remember it. But a lot of our sky warning and all that kind of stuff, that's why I got into it a lot. And they actually had to do a lot of, I don't want to say retraining, but correcting National Weather Service in Michigan. In the mid-90s, I was part of Skywarn and all that, and it was a county just north of me. I was on the county line between Genesee and Saginaw. And the Skywarn spotters are saying, hey, I'm seeing rotation. Look, it's dropping down. I'm watching it. NWS said negative, not shown on radar, not seeing it. They never issued a tornado watch or warning, even though the radio operator said, it's on the ground, I'm watching stuff being tore up. And that's when they went back to and upgraded NWS training.
Got an update for you.
Station with an update. Go right ahead, W8NED.
Yeah, this is Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie. Just a little bit of an update on what took the power down. 100 people are out of service right now. It's expected to be back on at 6:15, but there was one tree taken down that's about a foot around. Another one on around the corner that's just a little bit bigger than that, but it flipped one guy's carport completely upside down, pulled it off the house and threw it. So we had some kind of a big wind come through here in a great big hurry. So Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie.
Wow, that mouthful of food. Thank you, Paul, for the update. Any more information, please pass it on. I don't know if you heard what I was talking about as far as my tree, my lightning and all that. This has been an odd storm, what it's been doing.
Yes, it has. Years ago, what you were talking about with the tornadoes going down and coming up, one touched over there in, I believe it was Fort Johnson, and it came up. I've got pictures of it going over the house. It was still not touching the ground. And then it came back down again over in Mechanicsville and just tore all kinds of crap up.
Yep, that's the thing with a tornado. I went out years ago, too. I used to set up mobile homes, and we had just got through setting one up on a basement. Got a phone call about our house moved. What are you talking about? We went out there, and it actually made the news. I used to have the video. It picked up a double-wide mobile home that was mounted on a foundation, full basement, and moved it 6 feet over one end. The other side was fine, but it picked up this end and moved it 6 feet. Boy, that was fun putting it back together.
Well, it could have been a whole lot worse from the sounds of it.
Yeah, most definitely. And I got to throw it out too there about NWS and all that. I know about out here in New York, but they seem to be a whole lot better out here. When I called in, talked to them in Albany, and let them know about the road out here, this road does not flood. It don't. We've got great drainage, great sewers, everything. But we had 12 inches of water, easily. And I called into Albany, and it was about 15 minutes later they put out a flood watch.
It's good, because they take us seriously, and we take this serious, so it kind of works out good.
Exactly. I identified myself in amateur radio, and they know me because I've talked to them a couple of times with the Skywarn. And no, they don't know me by name or anything, but they take us seriously, and that is good to know that when we report something, they don't just blow it off if somebody called in and the road's kind of flooded, there's a little bit of water. No, they take everything serious. So good to know. All our reports get taken seriously. W8NUD.
Hey, I won't tie up the repeater anymore with that. Just wanted to give that update. So, yeah, we did have something come through. And, again, the people over here in this area, the 100 people affected, National Grid said 6:15 we're supposed to have power back on. So, with that, Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie, I am clear.
Well, let me throw it back out to you right now. Batten down your hatches. Second wave's on its way. About a half an hour or so. Great big break. Nice wide opening on the radar. And now the second storm's coming through. Be careful, be safe, stay inside. W8NUD, back over to you, Jim, RSK.
W8NUD, KB2RSK, and good afternoon to Paul. And I'm putting the final fuse bank into this breadboard here, so if you've got anything turned on, I'm going to try to make a couple of transmissions up on 13, so if you've got it on, let me know. If not, we can do it later. Over.
13 is up and running. I don't have the amplifier on, but the antenna's tuned in 50 to 100 watts. I can throw at you, but it is up and running. Go right ahead.
I'm gonna make one without the amp engaged, and then I'll make one afterward. W8NUD, KB2RSK clear.
Roger. Yep. You can identify it on there if you want, what you're doing and how you're doing it. Also, take note of your receive. See if your receive changes at all too. W8NUD.
W8NUD, KB2RSK, Sirocco, and over.
Yeah, Jim, I had you the first time barely readable. I knew it was you, but other than that, I couldn't hardly hear you. Then you came up, and then when I cleared with you, holy cow, you shot right up. I don't know if you changed something or what, but might be band conditions too.
Yeah, okay, the first transmission was with the 90 to 95 watts direct out of the transceiver. So I went from 95 to peaks of 100 watts. And then I drove the PA sets with 40 to 45 watts. 40 to 45 watts gave me 220 watts out. So the 220 watts out was the last transmission, over.
All right, well, the last transmission, the one where I said you came up good readable, was a major improvement. It definitely came up, but as I said, the static crashes and the band conditions, I don't know if it's a good gauge for you.
Yeah, understood. And, if you take 6 dB for every so many watts, it's going to improve some, but I'll check it again under better conditions. But it did kick in. The FETs did show that it was drawing between 25 and 30 amps. The voltage constant was there around 50 volts, and the bird meter was showing a peak of between 200 and 220. Over.
Excellent. Sounds like it's working for you then. You know what? Good test. You got about a little over an hour. Try it out tonight. Fire it up. Run it at what you can. I mean, don't overdrive it. Don't push it to its max, but bring it up. Get a couple 100 watts here and see what it does tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking if the storm times in the same way it did last night, it may not be a favorable conditions to be on the air, but this thing that I'm watching on the radar right now, actually, we should start seeing some rain here pretty soon because there's one just coming out of Herkimer, so we should be getting something here soon.
Yeah, I'm doing a refresh on it right now because it definitely was coming our way. And there we are. It is, should be seeing some water in Gloversville. Looking down there into Montgomery County, Valentine Bridge. Yeah, hey, you're going to see some water right now, but in the next 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to hear some thunder. And, well, you should already be hearing the thunder, but, hey, batten down the hatches. Sit back and relax. Let me back this out real quick while I keep babbling. And I don't see anything behind it, so we might be good.
That's Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie. It doesn't look as though it's going to be as bad as the last one, but still, as it cools off tonight, we could have other storms forming. So, yeah, this is one that's already formed, but we might get whacked during the night. Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie.
You are exactly right, and that's the funny thing about radar. Yeah, we can look at it and say, yeah, it's coming through, yeah, it's done. Well, what's behind it? And a lot of them we call popcorn because they just pop up. You didn't see it coming, but where'd that come from? So we're not out of the woods yet, and they are saying all the way through Saturday night. So just be prepared, everybody.
Charge the batteries on your portable. Make sure your cell phones are full. Just, that's it. Just try to stay home. Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie.
I'm thinking a snuggly blanket, a good TV show, and turn the lights off and cuddle up with a pillow. W8NUD.
Yeah, Scott, if you back out towards the west there, down here near Chicago and Detroit, there's a big cluster coming north. Looks like it's heading north down near Chicago and Detroit there. Over.
Roger, yeah, I've just moved it over there. It's going up into Detroit, Illinois, Indiana. That's some nasty-looking stuff there, and it's moving northeast. If it tracks the way it's doing right now, it'll go up into Canada, and it won't get us. But that doesn't mean what's below it isn't going to come get us. You know my comment about weathermen, in that little boys that lie grow up to be weathermen. So that's how they can get away with being wrong 50% of the time and still get a paycheck. I feel for them, what they got to do. Okay, Jim, if you need me in the future, give me a yell. I do have 13 still up if you want to do more testing, but I'm actually going to go up and grab me something to eat, and then I'll be back down here on the radio in a little bit. I'll try to be on at 7 for the net.
Okay, Scott. Yeah, I'm going to work on this breadboard a little bit and tighten up on some of the wires so they don't jiggle loose while we're on the air, sir. So thank God for alligator clips and lead wire. Catch you later. KV2RSK.
Exactly. My favorite one are the hemostats. When I was doing soldering and unsoldering, hemostats were my godsend. Talk to you in a bit. W8NUD.
The time is 6 p.m. Today is Friday, June 30th.
Alpha 2, Alpha Lima. Listening.
Oh, good evening now. W8NUD.
Hey, good evening, Scott. We went to, I've been listening a little bit to it, by the way, and you said there's another batch of water coming. So I heard what you were saying about you had a tree. I hope that's not the tree that the antenna fell on or whatever, but we had some heavy rains when we left the Bunker Hill Road. There's some good times there. We left till it started drizzling and it started raining hard. Winds picked up. So far, everything's standing up in the air.
All right, no, the tree that, well, I can't say the tree. The section of the tree that came down did not get any of my antennas or anything, amazingly enough. I just got back in the door a couple minutes ago and I heard you call. I'm looking at radar right now. Gloversville, we got a little bit of a boomer coming here in about 15 minutes. Northville, you might get a little bit. Give me 30 seconds. Somehow my door got left open and I've got little ones down here. Be right back with you because I got to explain this tree. W8NUD.
Alpha Alpha 2, Alpha Lima. Be listening.
I'm back. I just had to run up there and flip the door closed. It's not a lot of fun when you got a 2-year-old here getting into everything around you and you're trying to talk on the radio. But, yeah, I'm looking up Northville. Hey, you gotta get wet. Don't look like any thunder boomers, though.
That's a good thing. I went over on Bunker Hill Road there. We got a reunion with Judy's family there. And we're talking about, you know, the food and this and that, and who's coming and who's not coming. And it was a good conversation. And they wanted to stay overnight for another night. Now, I mean, I was just going to go there, have a few cold ones, have some cleanse, and head home. But it looks like we may be overstaying overnight. He's got a pop at the holes like 8 people. So I told him my kidneys, like everybody else kidneys at our age. And he said, hey, a man can do, the man thing. Go outside and do their thing. The ladies, they got a little curtain, I guess they can do it in a little porta potty. Okay? So I don't mind doing that.
Oh, yeah? Out there in the boonies, hey, that could be on the tree. That makes me happy.
Judy's side's been left out so long, I could talk your ear off on this one, and, there was some hardships there, and you think about they're the bad guys, but they're not, but whatever. But this reunion thing, that they always give us a letter every year. Now, this letter was always, I think it's like 35 years we always got this letter. Now not retarded. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that way. Retired. And I said, dude, hey, why not? Let's give it a shot. This door thing. And we were over his place just now. It was a good conversation. Her brother's son was there, and his son and their stepdaughter and his wife. What a nice family. So they really want us to stay over another night. So we may consider.
Well, there you go. Get out and visit and have fun. That's what life's all about. Getting out there, taking care of business, and enjoying yourself. Gotta enjoy yourself.
Alpha Alpha 2 Alpha Lima. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know if I can reach you guys. Of course, I'll be taking my car. It's in Petersburg. Petersburg, that's where the reunion is. So I give it a shot, see if we can touch base with you guys on what the hell, boy,
repeaters. Come on, Al. Repeaters. I'd have to see where you're at, where you're located, which ones you can get into, which ones we can get into. But if you'll get with the times, it took me forever to do it too, but get Echolink. If you got a smartphone, you can Echolink right into this repeater.
See, I don't know how to do that stuff. I may have a phone. I got a track phone. I think it's really a goofy phone, but I get Facebook and everything like that. But that I would have to be shown.
Well, let's see if this thing is working as I walk up the stairs. I am on the HT, and holy cow, it is pouring. Wow, it's pouring out here. If you can do Facebook and all that, then yes, you should be able to install the app and do Echolink. Don will have to show you how to do that. You can Echolink around the world.
Something, Scott, that now with this, probably this phone that I have, and you leave a message on Facebook. You know, of course, I see it. I just turned it on just a minute ago on the computer. And Don sends, everybody sends messages. And my phone keeps clicking all the time. Drives me nuts. But I think maybe that might be capable of getting on Echolink. I'm not sure.
Well, the Facebook app, you know what, I'm with you. I turn that off on my phone when I had a cell phone. I don't have one now. I do not have a cell phone because if you want to talk to me, call me home or stop by. But, yeah, Facebook would drive me nuts because I get 50 to 100 messages a day. And if my phone went off that much, that'd drive me nuts.
What happens with this other phone? The other cheap phone I had with the, you got the little door that you shut it down, and then they said the phone was outdated. They gave me this other phone was maybe more high tech. Now, for some reason, since I got a computer and Facebook, it goes on my phone. It just drives you nuts.
No, I know it. They call them a smartphone, and trust me, when I had mine, the phone was smarter than me. I hooked it up, punched a couple of buttons, and it said, "Oh, we know who you are." And it went online, and it downloaded my complete friends list, telephone numbers, addresses, everything. I didn't have to punch nothing in. It was all there. Like, okay.
Exactly. That's what's happening. I didn't do it. I didn't suggest that. I'm in a store, a grocery store, and the phone is ringing, and you want to say, "Don't worry," it's embarrassing. I could, if I ambitious enough to go on the computer and check who sent me messages, but I don't need it on my phone.
Yeah, see, I can get myself into trouble, and I've almost done it before, because I'm rude. I can be really rude. I walk to a store, especially a grocery store, it drives me nuts. Somebody in line, and they can't put their phone away from their face long enough to pay the cashier, or anything like that. And I will voice my opinion right out loud. I'll just look at the person and say, "Oh my God, what did we ever do before we had cell phones?" And I've almost got into fights over that before.
Oh, I believe it. You're a tough guy. I'm like a laid back type of person, and my mom or my brother's the same way. Speak right up with me. I could, you kick me in the face a couple of times until it clicks. But I understand. You're exactly right.
No, I'm generally not like that. I'm 10 foot tall and bulletproof behind a microphone. That's just the way I've always been. But out in public, I'm normally a nice, quiet, smooth, and nothing bothers me. But cell phones drive me nuts. And what is so important that you can't hand the cashier $5, or when she asks you, do you have a coupon, do you have this? And you get, oh, hang on a minute, because the cashier interrupted you. That kind of stuff drives me nuts. Put your phone away.
Exactly. That's what I do. Well, it's embarrassing. You're like you said, you're in the cash out, and dog on the phone. Right? You're so embarrassed, and you hit ignore. It's all Facebook. It's a lot to do with Facebook. I didn't ask for that. I really didn't.
I'm back on the big radio. You know what? I see these things on Facebook or different things. People texting or talking or whatever, and they fall in a fountain. They fall down a manhole. They walk out into traffic and get hit by a car. And everybody talking about, oh, them poor people. Well, pay attention. Seriously. I've never walked out and walked into a door. I've never fell down a manhole. I have not walked into a fountain in front of me because I pay attention to what I'm doing.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head on that one. Alpha, Alpha 2, Alpha Lima.
All right, let's get off that because some of you out there is biting their lip right now wanting to chew me apart, I'm sure. But, hey, we did not have some major winds through here at all. Gary measured 19-mile-per-hour gust is the strongest that we had. We had some good downpours, nothing horrible. We did have some serious flooding in front of the house. East Boulevard there, we had 12 inches of water running full stream. I've never seen that much water before. But here's a funny one. Let me try to explain this one to you. I look out in the backyard, and I got it's about a 25-foot, I call it a branch, a tree limb, leaves, seeds, it's maple, a big old chunk of maple laying there. My property line is pine trees.
What, do you have a small tornado? That's quite funny. That's not funny, but it's scary. It sounds like maybe you have like a little twister that, broke it off and dropped it in your yard.
No, it wasn't a tornado or wind gust or anything like that. Because I went out and I pulled it off and take a look at it. I do have a maple out back, farther out, and I see where it came from. But I'm looking at where it broke off, and it's all nice and white and wet, and it's definitely a healthy tree. Definitely healthy. It was a dead limb that came off or anything. But it's all burnt at the bottom where it broke off. It's all burnt. And after about 15, 20 minutes, that maple tree out in the backyard, I find it in the center of it. This is an 80 to 100 foot tall tree. The center of it, weird, is missing.
But you went to, that sounds weird. You went to send that to the X-File.
Now, we took a lightning hit, is exactly what happened. We got hit by lightning. But this is the funny part. We never heard the boom. We heard some thunder out there and off to the distance and rumbles and, like a normal thunderstorm. The house next door last year got hit. The chimney got hit. And when it hit, it shook the kitchen. I was up there. It lit the whole house up, everything. We knew it hit. But with this tree, never heard it, never seen it, but the top of it's laying in my backyard.
Glad nobody got hurt. That's the main thing about that. My brother, he lived on Seven Hills Road up here in Northville, just outside Northville. He had his well hit by electricity, lightning, and his water, his well, and it shook the casing so bad he couldn't drink the water for probably, I think he said a couple of weeks. And he finds out that his well was hit by lightning. It just shook that casing, that cast iron, and made that water into rust.
Oh yeah, it knocked everything off the inside of that pipe. You bet. And it dropped that all into his water. Probably took him a while of running it and maybe filters and everything else. Get everything out of there before he could drink it. But, see, that was the thing with this. We never had a power flicker. We didn't lose electricity. Nothing. I have no idea how or when it did it, but it's there.
We all know maples are very strong, so that's quite different. Maybe you put that in a newspaper or something. That's amazing.
Yeah, there's still another part of a branch up there. I don't know if it was part of this one or not. It's still hanging up there, not connected to anything. The other branches are supporting it. So tomorrow, I got to go out there and cut it up and throw it on the wood pile, get rid of it, but see if I can knock the other part down. I'm confused how I did it.
Well, we heard thunder and lightning. The rain came down pretty hard here in Northville. But we didn't, the wind was fair. I'm watching our trees like I told you about. But, and then I overheard your conversation with the other person about your tree. So I wanted to ask you about that. So, wow, that's quite amazing.
It confuses me. I know what happened. I just can't prove it, or I don't know why I didn't hear when it happened. But all right, Al. Hey, it's getting close to 7. I got to get the other radio fired up, and I got my Mars net shortly. So I'm going to cut you loose, and I'm watching the weather. You're going to get wet, but that's about it. Everything looks good. Worst comes to worst, bring this radio up. We'll be out here, and I'll fill you in on anything going on. But, 73's, good to hear from you. Be safe. W8NUD. I'll be clearing your final.
73, Scott. I'll be standing by listening. Probably. I see the chef giving my food. Judy said hi, by the way. You have a nice evening. I'll stand by and listen.
KC4QLP disconnected.
Kilo Delta 2, India Papa Charlie, to all those Broad Auburn residents here. There's like 100 of us that are still without power. If you've got the portal on, the National Grid said they're going to be getting us back online about 8:30. So they changed that once already, so, we can only hope. Most of the damage was on the intersection of 107 and the Broad Auburn Hegeman Road. Like a 1-foot tree is down, and there's another one a little bit bigger than that that's down, and that blew a carport over, things like that. So we got a little bit of rough wind and stuff there with that first storm that came through. But hang in there, and I hope the rest of you are all hunkered down there and just taking it easy. So, like I said, about 8:30, the power should be back on over here. And with that, KD2, India Papa Charlie, I'm sitting here monitoring.